Hello, my 540 online course. So this week we're going to talk about audio. So your project here, hopefully at this point you have a few more clips on your timeline, or you're going to be working on it a lot this week. Hopefully closer to 30 seconds. I've just put 3 on here as an example. And basically, you may have noticed that some of them don't have audio files and some of them do, but you still can't hear anything and there's no actual audio playing. But there is that audio file over there. So here we have our voiceover, and as you know from the reading above this video is that this is going to be your dominant audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this down. Usually I don't overwrite audio, but since there is no actual audio for these files, I'm going to put it on top. If there was actual nat sound, I would put it on the bottom. So here I'm just going to put on the top there. There we go. Maybe you've been using this already or figured out how to use it to edit to your video. And here it is. So I'm just going to turn on my mouse effect here so you can see it a little better. So now you'll see that
Additionally, fans work by
there
chopping the
is
air, causing
audio.
annoying buffeting. The turbulence is noisy and wastes
And
energy.
look at that. This is actually at negative 12 dB already, since it was cut for broadcast standards. So the way to tell if something is negative 12 is you always edit your dominant audio first. So we have our dominant audio here. And then I'm going to be looking at the right to see where it bounces.
The turbulence is noisy and wastes energy.
Actually going to bring it up a little bit. But where those yellow lines get left behind, that is what your audio level is at. So that's negative 12 right there.
Is to lose the blades and route the air through a seamless airfoil.
Great, so that works pretty much done for us there. So I'll show you how to edit audio with the rest of them. And basically the way you do it is using this little line. So I've expanded my audio out over here. Oh, better get done quickly before my computer dies. And you can just hover around here and expand it out. Now, I'm actually going to add some natural sound. We've learned the importance of natural sound. And for here, since the B-roll didn't come with it, we have to add it add it on its own. So here, there's the 3 natural sound ones. You guys have to figure out which ones are most appropriate. You want to match what you're hearing to what you're seeing. So what do you think logically is a sound that should be coming out of the fan when you hear it? So then you can make in and out points like we've learned before. And now you can click on this drag audio only, and you definitely want to drag it underneath here. So now,
traditionally fans work by chopping the air, causing annoying buffeting.
So there, now I have some natural sound.
Traditionally fans
it's a little
work
loud,
by
so I'm actually going to
chopping
drag
the air,
it down while it's
causing
playing.
Annoying buffeting. The turbulence is noisy and wastes energy. Our solution is to lose the...
Great. So the key of the net sound is you want it to be audible but not overwhelming. Also, with this video, chances are you're going to use some music as well. I have recommended Free Music Archive or YouTube Audio Library. And let's actually find the tab. So you just Google YouTube Audio Library. And you can listen to the music here and click this download button. If you have a Mac, it will download to your downloads folder. But very important that you move it from that downloads folder into I've already moved mine earlier, but you move it into the exact same file where all your other files are. So maybe that's on an external hard drive, but as you can see, I moved it into my online class videos, which I'm working with right now. And from there, that is where you import your music. Don't import it from the downloads folder, import it from there. Then it will behave just like your other audio files, like a regular clip, but without video. And now let's put it on the timeline as well. Now it gets a little tricky because you don't want your audio to be messy. So you're going to have to balance 3 different things here. Your dominant, that's the one I care about. I want that to be -12. And the other 2, the natural sound and the music, I want you to balance until it sounds good. So I'm going to expand this out more. I'm going to click in the middle here. You can't really see this white line between the left and right channels. And drag it down. Because I know it's going to be too loud. Let's just take a listen.
Traditionally, fans work by chopping the air, causing annoying buffeting. The turbulence is noisy and...
So that's a little overpowering, and I'm not sure if I would pick this song for that ad, but it is just one of the first ones I saw and downloaded, but let's work on it anyway.
Traditionally, fans work by chopping the air, causing annoying buffeting. The turbulence is noisy and wastes energy.
Honestly, I want to turn my net sound down a little more now that I have music on there. So let's turn this guy down.
Traditionally, fans work by chopping the air, causing annoying buffeting.
Much better. Okay, so that's how it is. You're just kind of playing with it. Bring down natural sound where you see it should be appropriate. The main thing is that you want your dominant audio to be -12 dB. And yeah, so remember, dominant audio in this sense is the recorded voice. Then we have our natural sound, which you have to add on separately. You are required to add this on, so don't forget about it. And then a song, which you download from Free Music Archive or YouTube Audio Library, which you're then balancing in reference to your dominant audio. If you've already dragged everything onto the timeline, to balance your dominant audio, hit this S button, and that means solo, and only that dominant audio is going to play. But then to balance the rest of it, click that off. There's also a pen tool, so let's say you wanted to start with a song higher and then bring it lower since there's a bit of an intro. Hit this pen tool and make little points on my audio line here, and if I wanted to start louder, I could just drag that part up, and then it would gradually get softer along that line. Like that. If you accidentally make a dot, just click on it and hit delete on your keyboard, and there you go. That's pretty much how to balance audio. Let me know if you have any questions. Next video, I'll show you how to export.